Dear students, now we will pass on to the next paragraph in the story, The Boy Who Drew the Cats. And from the earlier paragraph, we could understand that the old priest asked the boy to go out of the temple and he advised him to avoid larger places at night and keep to small. Now let us see the next paragraph. Let us go to the next one. The boy did not know what the priest meant by saying avoid large places, keep to small. The boy did not know the meaning of the advice. Let's see, what was the advice? Avoid large places, keep to small. And he did not know what is the meaning. He thought and thought. He thought and thought while he was tying up his little bundle of clothes to go away. But he could not understand those words and he was afraid to speak to the priest anymore except to say goodbye. He thought and what is the meaning of this advice? He thought and thought. And what was he doing? Tying bundle of clothes. He was just tying up the bundle of clothes because he was asked to go away from the temple. He was just collecting all his clothes and tying up into a bundle. And while doing this activity, he was thinking about the meaning of his advice. But he did not get the meaning. And he was afraid to speak to the priest. He was afraid to, what is the meaning of this one? He was afraid to ask to the priest because the priest was very angry. So he didn't ask anything. He said goodbye and went away from there. Now, see the next part. He left the temple very sorrowfully and began to wonder what he should do. He went away from the temple. Very sad he was, unhappy he was, very sorrowfully. And he was wondering where he should go next, what he should do next, where should he go. If he went straight home, he felt sure his father would punish him for having been disobedient to the priest. So he was afraid to go home. He cannot go back to the temple. Why? Because the priest was angry. He cannot go back to the house. Why? Father will punish him. Why? For being disobedient to the priest. Priestinode അനുസരണക്കേട് കാണിച്ചതുകൊണ്ട് father will punish him. He was sure. He did not know what to do. He was in between the devil and the sea. ചെകുത്താനും കടലിനും നടുക്ക്. So he did not know what to do. So he was not willing to go to his home. At once he remembered that at the next village, 12 miles away, there was a very big temple. Then he remembered, okay, there's a temple in the next village, 12 miles away. 12 miles, it will come around 18 kilometers away. There was a big temple there. He remembered there was another temple. There is a big temple there in the next village. He remembered there is a temple there in the next village. Then he had heard there were several priests at that temple, and he made up his mind to go to them and ask them to take him for their acolyte. So in the temple there were so many priests. In the former temple there was only one priest, and he was very old. Now in this temple there were a number of priests. So he was sure that, see, they needed some acolytes, some helpers. So many priests are there, so they needed some helpers. He was sure. And he made up his mind to go there. Made up his mind. So he made up his mind. It's a phrase. It's a phrasal verb. And what is the meaning of this one? He decided, തീരുമാനിച്ചു, to go there and ask them to take him for their acolytes. Next. Now that the big temple was closed up, but the boy did not know the fact. When he reached there, the temple was closed. When he reached there, the temple was closed. But the boy did not know the fact. The reason it had been closed up was that a goblin had frightened the priest away and had taken possession of the place. Why was the temple closed, that big temple in the next village? Why was it closed? Because a goblin, what is the meaning of the word goblin? Goblin means something like a pisas, or a Buddha, or a bigara jeevi. Okay, a goblin, a wild animal or something like that. Wild creature, we can say. Frightened the priest. Frightened means threatened the priest. So many priests were there. They were afraid of the goblin. And they ran away. The priest ran away. Okay, ഭീഷണിപ്പെടുത്തുക, പേടിപ്പിക്കുക. And now, who is taking care of this one? The goblin had taken possession of the temple. The big temple this big temple was under the control of this goblin. But the boy did not know it. Boy did not know it. Some brave warriors had afterward gone to the temple at night to kill the goblin, but they had never been seen alive again. See, some fighters, some soldiers went to the temple to kill the goblin, but what happened? They did not come back. Means they died. The soldiers, the warriors died. Nobody had ever told these things to the boy. So he walked all the way to the village, hoping to be kindly treated by the priests. But nobody told the story to the boy. The boy did not know the story. What is the story? There is a goblin in the temple, and the goblin killed or threatened or frightened all the priests, and the priests left the temple, and now the goblin is having the control of the temple. And the boy did not know it. He went to the temple. He went to the village, and he thought that the priest will be very kind to him, will welcome him. When he got to the village, it was already dark and all the people were in bed. But he saw the big temple on the hill at the other end of the principal street. When he got to the temple, it was already dark. When he reached there, almost 18 kilometers distance, when he reached there, it was night, almost evening or night. All the people were in bed, all the people were sleeping. But he saw the big temple on a hill at the other end of the principal street. And he saw there was light in the temple. But he saw the temple. There was light there in the temple. Okay. Others were, all the people were sleeping. It was night. And he reached there. And there he saw light in the temple. He could see the light. People who tell the story say, goblin used to make that light in order to tempt lonely travelers to ask for shelter. People say that goblin, this light is lighted by the goblin. That goblin. To attract the lonely travelers. ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് പോകുന്ന രാത്രിയിൽ ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് സഞ്ചരിക്കുന്നവരെ ആകർഷിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി. So that is the story that people say. Okay, but the boy did not know it. The boy went at once to the temple and knocked. The boy went there and knocked at the door. He knocked at the knocking at the door. There was no sound inside. There was no sound inside. No sound. There was no sound heard. He knocked and knocked again, but no one came. At last, he pushed gently at the door and was quite glad to find that it had not been fastened. He pushed the door gently, very lightly. He made a light touch. So the door was opened. And he could understand it was not locked. You see, the door was opened. So he went in and saw a lamp burning, but no priest. He went inside the temple. There were no priests inside. But there was a lamp, a light burning. There was a light burning inside. He thought some priest would be sure to come very soon, and he sat down and waited. And he sat down on the floor and waited. He was sure, okay, someone will come. Some priest would come, of course, because there are so many priests here. He was sure that someone would come. Then he waited that everything in the temple was grey with dust and thickly spun over with cobwebs. Then he just looked around. Then what did he understand? The area was covered with cobwebs. See, webs, cobwebs, and it was dusty. It was not clean. Completely covered with cobwebs covered. So he thought to himself that the priest would certainly like to have an acolyte to keep the place clean. The place was not clean. The area was not clean. So he thought that the priest must need an assistant, a helper to clean the area. So he was very happy. Okay, why? Priest will accept him as an acolyte. So he was sure he will get a job there. He wondered why they had allowed everything to go so dusty. He wondered why the area is very dusty. Why are they not cleaning it up regularly? Why don't they do the cleaning work? What most pleased him, however, were some big white screens good to paint cats upon it. Suddenly he was very happy. Why? Some big screens were there, white screens were there. And he can paint what? Cats, pictures of cats. He can draw there. He was very happy. Some white areas are there. Though he was tired, he looked at once for a writing box and found one and ground some ink and began to paint cats. He found some ink and writing box there and he started painting the pictures of cats. He painted many cats upon the screens and then began to feel very sleepy. He painted many cats. He painted pictures of many cats. He was very tired. He traveled a long distance, so he was very tired and he felt sleepy and he began to feel very sleepy. He was just on the point of lying down to sleep beside one of the screens when he suddenly remembered the words, avoid larger places to keep small. It was a very big hall, very large place. And he was drawing the pictures of cats on the screens. And when he was tired, he thought he will sleep somewhere. Then he remembered the advice of the priest. What are the days? Avoid larger places, keep too small. Avoid big areas and keep too small. Go to small places. The temple was very large. The temple was very big temple. Very large temple it was. Very big it was. And as he thought of these words, he was all alone. The temple was very large and he was alone. And as he thought of these words, he could not quite understand. He began to feel for the first time a little afraid and he resolved to look for a small place in which to sleep. For the first time, he understood it's a big temple. So he started feeling afraid of something. He was frightened, fearful for the first time in his life. So he decided to search for a small place to sleep. This is a big place. So he needed a small place to sleep. Then he found a little cabinet with a sliding door and went into it and shut himself up. Then he lay down and fell fast asleep. So he found a small room, small cabinet with a sliding door. He went inside the room and shut the doors. Then he lay down and fell fast asleep. Very late in the night, he was awakened by a most terrible noise, a noise of frightening and screaming. At night, while he was sleeping, he was awakened. How? Because he heard sounds, terrible sound, noises of fighting, and some sound he heard, screaming sounds he heard. It was so dreadful that he was afraid even look through a chink of the little cabinet. He lay very still, holding his breath for fright. See, there was a chink, gap of the door, but he was very afraid. He did not look through the gap of the door. Why? He was very much frightened. He held his breath. He was holding his breaths. Held his breaths. Means stop. He was very much frightened. He was very much afraid, and he did not know what to do. The light that had been in the temple went out, but the awful sounds continued and became more awful, and all the temple shook. The light went out. There was light in the temple. The light went out, but the awful sounds continued. Awful sounds, terrible sounds. Bhayanagamaaya sound that's continued and became more and more awful, and all the temple shook. After a long time silence came, but the boy was still afraid to move. After some times, complete silence. But the boy was afraid. It was still dark inside the temple. He did not move until the light of the morning sun shone into the cabinet through the chinks of the little door. Through the gap of the door, what came? The sun came. It means it became morning. So, when morning light came, what did he do? He tried to go out of the cabinet. Then he got out of his hiding place very cautiously and looked about. Very carefully, cautiously means carefully, he came out of the cabinet and looked around. just looked around. The first thing he saw was that all the floor of the temple was covered with blood. First thing, what is it? The floor of the temple, whole floor of the temple covered with blood, blood covering. He saw lying dead in the middle of it an enormous, monstrous, a goblin rat bigger than a cow. He saw a very big rat, bigger than a cow, a very big rat, bigger than a cow. See, a monstrous rat, or very big rat. It's bigger than a cow. You know the size of a cow? The rat was bigger than a cow. And the rat was dead. It was lying dead. But who or what could have killed it? Who killed the rat? The size of the rat is bigger than a cow. Who killed the rat? The boy thought. There was no man or other creatures to be seen. There was no person around. No creature, GV, no one. Nothing was around. Suddenly, the boy observed that the mouths of the cats he had drawn the night before were red and wet with blood. Suddenly, he looked on the screen. He could see the pictures of the rats and the mouths of the cats. Mouths of the cats. See, look at the mouths of the cats. It was wet with blood. See, the mouth, it was wet with the blood. Reddish in color. Then he knew that the goblin had been killed by the cats, which he had drawn. Then he was sure this goblin was killed by the cats which he had drawn. Because why? On the mouths of the cats there was blood. So he was sure that who killed the goblin? The cats. And then also for the first time he understood why the wise old priest had said to him, avoid large places at night, keep to small. Then he understood the meaning of the advice of the priest. What did he say? Avoid large place and keep to small. Imagine if he had been here, what would have happened? He would have been killed by the goblin rat. It's a very large place. So he was in a small place. So he could save himself. Now he is alive. So he understood the meaning of the wise priest, very intelligent priest. Afterward, the boy became a very famous artist. And after this incident, the boy became a very famous, well-known artist. Some of the cats which he drew are still shown to the travelers in Japan. Some of the cats, the pictures of the cats, are still shown to the travelers in Japan. The tourists in Japan are just watching at the pictures drawn by the boy, the pictures of the cats. Okay, that's all. So that is how the story ends. Okay, thank you very much.